guys, it's Patricia from tarantulaheaven.com. We have Miss Spidey right here. Today I wanted to talk about fixing tarantula injuries. I've definitely covered this in my tarantula guide, and there's a ton of research on this, but I saw a while ago, and it's taken me so long to come back to it, a really wonderful, I think, podcast interview that Tom Moran from Tom's Big Spiders had done with a veterinarian who is not only a tarantula owner, but treats tarantulas in their practice. And this is Dr. Andy Anderson. They did a really, Tom did a really fascinating interview. It was like, I think 4 hours long, split into 2 parts or something like that. And it was very fascinating. I'm gonna link it below. You really should listen to it. Tom is always so good for information, and Dr. Anderson was really, really great in terms of giving information. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what I learned in terms of how to help tarantula injuries. This is not something that I've dealt with, but I think it's so important for everyone to know. So if I can provide that on my little platform to you guys, I want to try. So before we talk about how to fix them, I guess let's just acknowledge the most common tarantula injuries. So these are abscesses, ruptured abdomens, legs getting stuck in things, particularly like stuck in the mesh lids that a lot of times come with these enclosures, particularly if you're getting an enclosure that's like more of an aquarium. So they can get stuck in that, they can fall. Dr. Anderson did say, and I love that he said this, that most tarantula injuries are caused by people. So what he specifically said was from handling tarantulas. So I am personally somebody who believes that they should be handled as little as possible. And I'll stand by that because I think that that's how most accidents or lost spiders do happen. So and Dr. Anderson pointed out that like this is how most falls happen. Tarantulas can definitely like almost like pop their abdomens. And Dr. Anderson did say that if the abdomen gets ruptured, there's not much that you can do. If it's a small tear, perhaps, but once the abdomen has been damaged that much, it's pretty much over with. And I think that that's what we have to keep in mind when we are thinking about handling tarantulas, in that this could be really bad. Their bodies are very fragile. I think that just because we feel that tarantulas are very strong, for their weight and size, that they will be fine, they won't. Their abdomen is incredibly vulnerable. So in terms of how we fix this, so previously my ideas of the best way to fix this stuff would be to use cornstarch, flour, or super glue. This is the stuff that I was consistently seeing through research or on tarantula boards that people were using. These seem to be the golden standard. So Dr. Anderson gave a little bit more information about what might be helpful. So Dr. Anderson does recommend glue but he does say like liquid glues are probably better than gel glues. While gels can maybe prevent gluing the tarantula to itself, because I mean, of course, in these very high stress situations where we need to do something like this, the tarantula might be moving around, might be making it very hard for you to do what you need to do. So there's a little bit of wiggle room there. However, Dr. Anderson does say that liquid glues do adhere better, and that's what you basically want to have happen. And he did talk a bit about the most common injury for tarantulas, which is a leg injury. And I thought that his advice was very, very interesting. He actually did not talk about mending the wound. And he said this because he advised that with a leg, using cornstarch or glue is either too hard or risky. It's too hard, it's very easy to make a mistake. What he said instead was that you can actually take some forceps and tug up towards the joint, and as long as it's at the joint, the tarantula's body will actually seal it off. So I thought that was very fascinating. I've never tried it, hope I never have to, but if you guys have, I really want to know what your experience is. So for something like a leg injury, Dr. Anderson is not actually supporting using anything, saying, you know what, if it's in the middle of the leg, see if you can get the rest of the leg off at the joint, and then the tarantula will take care of the rest. And because he's a veterinarian, I trust his judgment, treats exotic animals, so I feel like he is a good expert on this. But if you guys disagree and you've had a different experience, please let me know. I'm always interested in hearing other opinions or other experiences. So I think that given what I learned, I'm probably, if I ever have to do this, less likely to use something like cornstarch. Probably will try to look for a liquid glue. Of course, We all hope we'll never have to do any of this stuff, but sometimes we do, and it's good to be prepared. So this is something that you want to make sure you have beforehand. Like, you don't want to be going out buying super glue while your tarantula is in distress. You want to have it just in case. You want to have some forceps just in case. So being prepared can sometimes be life or death. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks for Tarantula Tuesday. Take care.